All right, we're doing something a little bit different today because I've been thinking a lot about how much of my personal self I share with you. Obviously, I've shared a little bit about like what I've gone through in my life, my therapeutic journey and all that stuff, but I haven't really shared too many fun facts about me. And really, when I think about it, and I think about my industry and the industry I work in, which is the therapeutic industry, obviously, I am a member of the Ontario College of Social Workers and Social Service Workers, and everything we learned in school was never really divulged anything about yourself because it's not about you. And yes, there are parts of that I absolutely agree with. You know, when you and I are in a therapeutic setting, when we are sitting down and you are my client, this is about you. It is not about me. I will always ask permission from you. Is it okay if I share a personal story? And I will only share a personal story if I feel like it's relevant. But all this to say, I feel like it would be neat to kind of go against supposed to culture of the therapy industry just a little bit and share some fun facts about myself, because I want you to really be able to get to know me. And I think this is going to make me seem a little bit more relatable to you in terms of like just knowing who I am. I have nothing planned for this, like literally zero. I just hit record and I'm like, all right, let's do it. Let's see what we come up with. But I'm just going to share a few random things, and yeah, you can let me know below if you have any questions for me or if you want to know anything else. And if I feel comfortable sharing it, I will absolutely do so. First off, I am 42 years old. Oh my God. I was like, how old am I? I turned 42 in June. I am a Cancer. That is my sun sign. I love astrology. It's one of the things that I'm really passionate about and I think is really, really cool. So I will share my big three with you. I am a Cancer sun, a Capricorn moon, and an Aries rising. For people that know astrology, you will know what that means and you'll be like, okay, yeah, I get it. So yes, 42. Those are my astrological signs. Drop yours below. I love to hear other people's, but because I'm a Cancer, I am one of those people that wears my heart on my sleeve. I cry at most things. Literally, I cry at commercials. I cry at movies. I cry at videos. Like it takes very, very little to make me cry. Actually, yesterday, it's interesting, as I shared a couple of weeks ago or a week ago, our family childhood cat passed away. He was 18 and my dad sent me a picture, and even before I opened the picture, I was already crying. I'm like, oh my God, I can't, I cry at everything. I am very, very sensitive. And for the longest time, I thought I was actually shamed for that sensitivity and don't cry so much and don't do this and don't do that. That was supposed to culture kind of telling me, you are too sensitive and you shouldn't be too sensitive. How dare you be so sensitive? And now I've really come to this place where I completely embrace that sensitivity. And I think it's a really beautiful part of who I am. And I think it allows me to be very empathetic and very compassionate to people. And I think that's really what makes me an excellent therapist as well too. And I always kind of forewarn potential new clients that are just deciding if they want to work with me or not. I always warn them, I will laugh with you and I will absolutely cry with you. I don't think there's been a single final session with any of my clients where I haven't had some sort of emotional reaction, because that is just simply who I am. I am very emotional. Another fun fact, and it's sitting right here, I drink out of this cup every single day. This is what I drink my coffee out of. I will not drink out of anything else, although I am obsessed with mugs. That's another funny thing. Even though I'm obsessed with mugs and I love buying mugs with funny little sayings on them, I have a whole cupboard filled with mugs. I could barely fit another one, but do I drink out of any of them? No, I drink out of this one. This is the only one, unless I'm drinking tea. That's another thing. I am a coffee drinker. I drink my coffee black. I don't have anything in it, which some of you are going to be like, bleh, bleh. But I don't know. I just started drinking my coffee black and now I can't drink it any other way. I have exactly 2 coffees every single morning and that is it. Anything more than that, I'm extremely sensitive to caffeine. I will start to get the jitters. My eyes will start to twitch and yeah, it's not cool. After that, if I need more hot drinks, then I'll hit up a hot tea. But aside from that, coffee is for me. I despise the taste of flat water. I try very hard to drink flat water. Okay. I try really, 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 really hard, all kinds of ways, fancy cups, putting it in the fridge, all this stuff. But yet I'm obsessed with soda water. I could drink a case of soda waters a day, although I'm sure I would be completely bloated from all the bubbles in my stomach at that point if I did. But if left to my own devices, I would drink a solid case of water. Other fun facts about me. I am completely deaf in my left ear. Maybe some of you know that, maybe some of you don't. I was born this way. I've never known any other way. People always ask me, can you get a hearing aid? And the answer is always no, because it amplifies nothing. And when I went to see the doctor, he said basically like you have to imagine it like speaker wires. So, old school speakers before the days of Bluetooth and all this stuff, you used to have to put connect the speakers to the back of the stereo system with a little wire and press that little button and put it in. It's like I don't have that connection. Like the wire isn't connected to the back of the speaker and it can never be attached. So that's simply the way it is. There's no way to fix it at this point yet. And even if there was a way to fix it, I don't actually know that I would fix it, to be perfectly honest with you, because I've lived 42 years this way, and to then relearn how to do things, I would be a little bit nervous. But it means I have to say pardon and sorry, and I have to like ask people more than once to repeat themselves because I haven't heard what they said. Whether people might believe it or not, it is not just simply a matter of selective hearing. It is actually a real thing. And funnily enough, I don't think my parents necessarily believed me, and I didn't get my first auditory test done until I was 21 years old. And then they were like, yes, no, she definitely can't hear. And then it was like, okay. So leading on from that, obviously you can imagine because I can't hear very well, I read lips a lot and I rely on subtitles. I need to have subtitles on the TV all the time. No subtitles, no watch. I start to get anxious because and then all of a sudden it's like I can't hear anything, even though I do have one really superhuman ear, which is my right ear. I start to kind of freak out a little bit and get some anxiety because I feel like I'm not gonna be able to watch TV or hear the movie without the subtitles. And leading into that, you can just imagine how difficult COVID was for me because I am a lip reader as well too. So anytime people like put their hands in front of their mouth like this, or if they're wearing a mask, I found it really difficult. I did a lot of shouting during COVID. A lot of shouting. Another fun fact about me is I actually grew up with a lisp. I had to go to, when I was younger in elementary school, I had to go to a speech therapist to help me to position my tongue in such a way in my mouth so that I didn't have a lisp, but it's something I'm still a little bit self-conscious of today because it means that one side of my lip always goes up when I talk. You'll probably not be able to, now you won't be able to unsee it once you see it. And the kids, when they were younger, used to make fun of me and say I looked like Jean Chrétien because when I was growing up, that was the Prime Minister of Canada for like the longest time, like most of my life. Anyways, those are just a few things about me. I am also a great big musical nerd. I love musicals. I know every single song to the musical Rent. It's my most favorite musical ever. I know every word, and I always have. And that's just something I'm obsessed with. But I also grew up listening to a ton of other musicals. My dad was really a big musical fan as well, and he exposed us to all kinds of music from like Phantom of the Opera and Les Mis and Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, which I saw with Donny Osmond, by the way. We also listened to a lot of 50s music growing up. So now every time I hear the song, Sherry, Sherry baby, that song, I always like, it transports me back and makes me think of my dad and driving around in his Corvette when I was younger. I'm the oldest of 4 siblings. I have 2 sisters and 1 brother, all of which are younger than me. The split between my youngest sister and myself is 12 years. So my mom found out on her 40th birthday that she was pregnant. Happy birthday, Mom. So I do have nieces and nephews as well. I have one very grown-up nephew. I don't even know how that happened. He's like 17 almost, and I'm like, what the heck happened to you? He's like 87 feet tall. It's incredible. And then I have another nephew that's quite young. He was going to be maybe 2 soon. And then I have to think about this. I have 2 nieces and a step niece, and they are just the cutest as can be. What do I like to do during the summertime for fun? I love to go to my aunt's cottage. It's my favorite place on earth. I could go there every single weekend and never, ever, ever tire of it. I get sick of it. It's literally my happy place, and that is what we do in the summertime for the most part. What else do you need to know about me? This is getting pretty long, so I'm probably going to stop here. Oh, my favorite color is pink and purple for sure, 100%. They're my absolute favorite colors. Why do I do what I do? What is my why? Why did I change my life and become a counselor? Because I think it was meant to be. I was destined to do this. I just had to uncover and unblock a lot of fear and self-doubt and all that stuff to really decide, hey, I'm going to do this now and I'm going to go full blown. And that's how I ended up here. And one final thing, if you had asked me 2 years ago if I'd be on social media this much and being on video and showing my face, I would have laughed because I was so nervous and scared to be on social media, and here I am every single day. But those are just a few fun facts about me. If you want to know anything else, drop me a comment below. And I know this is kind of a random video, but I thought it might be fun. And tell me a fun fact about you below too. But with that, I hope you're happy, healthy, and abundant. And of course, make it a great day, make it a great day, make it a great day. One more fun fact about the Make It a Great Day song. This actually didn't come from me. I used to work with my uncle and my dad, my two uncles and my dad at a family furniture store. And my one uncle used to say, make it a great day all the time. So I took that and I made it into this really silly song. And now it always makes them laugh every time they hear it. But I'm going to get to it. And sorry, not sorry for the length of this video. All right, I'll see you soon.